G L E S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know what it is, your boy Fully Fresh, aka the General, man. Listen, if you haven't done it, please make sure you hit that sub button right down there. I appreciate it in advance. And also, it's a bell next to it, so you know when I put up all this flavor. Hit the like for your boy. Sharon is Karen. Sharon is Karen, man. It's funny. I make a video about Boston Scott, and it just seems like he's going more and more down the totem pole, man. But before we get into that, we got to start doing this. We got to start doing this hashtag how we get Nelson. You gotta get Nelson, man. I've been saying it for months since Pittsburgh's let go of him. We did not get a starter, in my perspective, in the draft. And we really don't have one at number 2. But that's either for another day. I'm going to make a whole video about that probably tomorrow. But we got breaking news. Kerryon Johnson, man. And I love the name, man. Not the last name, Johnson. But Kerryon, that's a nice name, man. But then when you put the two together, it's kind of pause-worthy. But anyway, welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. We already know what the guy does, man. I had him on my fantasy 2 years ago. The dude is good at kind of like another swing back, but can get grimy, can get dirty in between the tackles, but can catch the football. And this just tells me that it's bye-bye Boston Scott. You already got a three-headed I ain't gonna say monster, because we don't know what Gainwell is at the NFL level yet. But when you look at it, you got Miles Sanders. Of course, he's going to be your lead back. Then you got Jordan Howard, your bruiser. You know what I mean? Then you got a guy that you can just line up all across the field. A Le'Veon Bell type. And yes, it's crazy that I say Le'Veon Bell, because we're going to talk about running backs and how much, I ain't going to say disrespect, but how much they just get thrown away. You see what just happened with Kerryon Johnson, even David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell. Oh, man, like, the list just goes on and on. Other than guys like Zeke, even Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard, when he got traded to us for a 4th-round pick, he was the 3rd most productive running back in the NFL since he's been drafted. It was him, it was Zeke, Derrick Henry, and then him. And to me, are the running backs being valued? Are they being looked? Are they basically the easiest to replace? That's where I'm gonna go with that. The running backs are the easiest to replace, man. And it's a shame, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, even your special guys, man, when they want that bread, it's hard for them to get it. Now Zeke, he wanted his bread. He was going to hold out and all that. Was in Calbaroo, whatever he was at. And Jerry finally, you know, he finally folded under pressure. You know what I mean? And it was deservingly so that Zeke got paid. But last year, they trying to say, oh, Zeke got paid, and now he doesn't look like this and look like that. Hey, man, I hope he keeps continuing like that. You already know, man, fly, Eagles, fly. But I'm saying that to say this. What about when it's Miles Sanders' turn? Because when you look, I mean, Kerryon is only 24. We're not talking about a guy that's like 27 going into his 30s. This is a guy that can be on your team for the next 5 years. We already just talked about Gainwell. We already just talked about him. So you got a guy that resembles Le'Veon Bell with me. I mean, you got a 27-year-old, 27-year-old Howard. You know what I mean? That's your old head of the room. But then you bring in Kerryon too. So things are not just going to get dicey for Boston Scott, who I think is automatically the fourth or fifth running back. It also can get dicey for Miles Sanders when it's time to get that pay, time to get paid, time to get that chicken. Because what if he come at them like, yo, listen, man, it's time for me to get paid. I want to get paid. I want to get paid like how Alvin Kamara going to get paid. You know what I mean? Because Alvin Kamara definitely going to get paid before him. They're going to say, well, did you give us Alvin Kamara numbers? And a lot of that is not on him. A lot of that's not his fault. They're going to say, did you have 1,000 yards yet? They're going to say, did you have 500 receiving? They're going to say things like that. I ain't going to lie to y'all, man. It's looking very disrespectful for these running backs, man. I mean, even the guy in CMC, even the guy in run CMC, man, they'll probably pay him. Carolina seems like the type that'll probably pay their running back. That's their star player. But other than that, Alvin Kamara, he might get a check, but they paying so many people. Who knows what kind of check he gonna get? And then it's gonna come out like Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, what are you? Saquon. What about Saquon? When it's time for him to go in there and negotiation, they're gonna say, dude, you missed damn near a year and a half. You've been in the league 3 years. You've been in the league 3 years and you missed half of them games. And we supposed to pay you? We don't pay you because your thighs is big guy. We pay you for production. What you have done and what you should be able to do. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seemed like running backs are a dime a dozen. I mean, even when you look at it in 2019, our leading running back was Josh Adams. Where's he at now? Josh Adams. Think about that. I mean, it's been crazy because we've been screaming for running back for a long time. And Smallwood was our most consistent running back for like 4 years. And we got one now, but what is that going to mean? Are we going to pay him? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Because this is a real serious situation that we got going on here. But once again, welcome Kerryon to the team. But it just got me thinking. Y'all know how I get. You know what I mean? I kind of go off script a little bit, but that's what makes me different than everybody else, and I like that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Stay fully, stay fresh, y'all.
Stay